remembered for your celebrations. Okay, guys, it is August 11th, 2025, and we have a couple not here, so we're going to record this. Christy reminded me we had a couple fun celebrations that we missed. So I'm doing I'm brainstorming. We'll see how it works out. Again, I like to be kind of funny because I think it kind of helps and inspire, but I want to ask questions. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put together. No, I'm not going to try. I'm going to do it. It may not be perfect, but I'm going to put it together like a 30-minute Zoom. I'm going to bring in 4, 5, 6 people that either on plan or who are bringing friends with them who are new. And I want to, if they bring friends, they're going to be put into a drawing. If their friend starts, I'm going to do double referral credits to them. But what it's going to look like is I'm going to present like the 4 components. I'm going to say, okay, these are the components. Which ones do you think would be the best? Put your number in the chat. I'm going to run through and explain the 4 components, and then I'm going to say, okay, so has your idea of which component is the most important changed? I want it to be a little bit more interactive. I'm going to do just a touch on coaching. And I'm going to say, start with, coaching. Does anybody feel like coaching would be good? And then I'm going to, put some of the highlights of coaching and say, do any of the reasons for coaching sound helpful to you? And then afterwards, I'm going to say, so has that changed? And which one of those might be helpful in your world? So I want to, teach them the chat. And then I'm going to have a few people share that are on. Like I know Jan will be there because we've been talking about it. So Jan will be there. I'll probably have her share hers. I might bring in one precise person to come in and share theirs. And then we'll do a $25 or a $50 drawing and we'll be done. Marta Rigby just did that, brought some people in, and Jan ran through the stats of what happened after that Zoom, whether people were on a health assessment call. She had people who weren't able to make it that wanted to be on the next one. I mean, the stats were pretty good. Her format was a little bit different than mine. Hers was pretty much just information. I want a little bit more about them. That's like, I want to put in some, okay, do you have arthritis? Do you have diabetes? Do you have, and I want to flash a screen. And are any of these things that you deal with, and then put in a list of things for coaching. Do you deal with any of these, or would these be helpful for you? And so again, literally, I just kept brainstorming it on the drive yesterday, and it's like I've got to get this stuff all on paper. So anyways, I'm really excited about that. That's kind of where I'm going. All right. Any questions or suggestions? Is there anything going on that you guys want to know about? I didn't have anything put down. I did reach out and ask about that Edge video. I sent a text in to Coach, whatever it is, the coach texting, because there is that video that Edge did one Thursday night that was fabulous. And it just literally walked you through the steps of Edge and showed you how simple it was and how you could get it done in 30 minutes. I think it took them 45 minutes to do the whole training, and there was lots of words before and there was lots of words in between. And there was like, wow, that just made it simple, didn't it? It's your easy button. So I'd like to have that to go through and be able to look at the steps again, but I haven't heard back from them yet. And I know that was something we had talked about. So what other things, any questions, thoughts, concerns, or something you want to teach us? What about navigating while you're on vacation? So let me tell you about what's coming up. I'm going to Redfish for 10 days. We do that every single year with family. One of the biggest things that they talk about is if you stop, your locomotion will stop too. That's all there is to it. You know, a big old train engine, when it's running smooth. If you're doing an edge, it's running smooth. You're just doing the work, it's running smooth. If you stop, that big old heavy beast is going to slow down pretty fast. And then you have to start over. And it takes about 90 days of motion to really get things rolling again. It's proven. I mean, and it's not just Optavia that says that. It's all areas. So the biggest thing I have to do is I have to commit to, I'm going to do an Empower Hour every single day. I'm going to have times throughout the day that I'm going to come in and check in, like my coach thread and my client threads, because I'm not going to have cell service when I'm not at camp, and I'm not hanging out at camp just so I have cell service. So, you know, just to know, you know, those are the things. I'm going to get most of my edge done during that hour. I'm going to, I'm committed to taking care of clients. I'm committed to doing health assessments, and I'm committed to help you guys however you need it. So for me, slowing down I don't stop just because I have 10 days with grandbabies. Am I going to spend a whole lot of time with grandbabies? Yes. But there's going to be times, and Kevin will say, I'm not going to be doing the Wednesday, but I've done it every week this month. Other than that, you know, there's a few of the extras that I'm going to step away from, but it's just really, really important to me. If I want to change lives, I've got to keep doing what I'm doing. I think as of today, I'm going to have a new coach, and maybe as of tomorrow, I may have another new coach. So that right there creates, I'm probably going to be working more than I would have, because you guys know when we're hands-on and we're just first starting, we need a lot more guidance, you know. So anyways, there's the one little thing that from what I'm going through that I'd like to encourage. Any questions if they need that, or thoughts, or
what days are you going to be gone, TJ?
we leave, well, I head to the Treasure Valley on Thursday. What is Thursday? Oh, it's my mom's birthday on the 14th. We will be at Redfish everywhere from the 15th through the 23rd.
Okay.
Of August. But again, I'm totally available. Just as long as when you send me the initial message, or if you leave me a message, if you don't hear back from me within a couple hours, make sure to send me another message just in case, because sometimes it doesn't come through. But yeah, I'm totally available. You know, I love what we do. And trust me, the grandkids, there's going to be probably 40 people up there. So they can be active with cousins, whatever. So
That sounds like so much fun.
it is. It is. And hopefully the weather will be good and we'll be down at the lake. And at the lake, I have service. So I check my phone every now and again too. Awesome. Awesome. Any other thoughts, questions? And again, the rack cards, Amy, that might be something for you when you're doing rodeos and stuff. If there's any place, you know, one thing with those rack cards, I think I tagged you on the post. You can have the girl create it. Oh, trust me, it's so much easier to let her create it. That's like $10. Let her create it. You can actually have them printed. You can take that and send it off and have somebody local print it, or you can print it yourself. I went ahead and had her print them. And maybe have a few of those at the horse trailer. And if somebody says something, or you can do, here's my phone right here. Or you can do what I did. This might be something for all of you too. In my gallery, I have created a graphic of my rack card. That's the rack card, but it's in a gallery so I can grab it that fast. It has this little scan thing. I'll hold it up and I'll say, scan that with your phone. And when you have your, and all it is they put their camera over that little QR code, which she will make for you with your JotForm account. She'll hover over that. Though a little yellow website will come up. They touch on that. And this particular one, all it does is give you their name, their phone number, maybe their email. It doesn't do a whole lot. This is not a JotForm, so it's very, very quick and simple. And then it'll shoot it over to you. And then if you want to send them your RAC card, you'll say, and I'll send this RAC card right over to you. Super, super simple way to connect. And I'm going to encourage each one of you, have your spouse have this in a gallery, teach them how to do the same exact thing. Really important. Paula.
Can you send the information again to the gal that we had the original rack card? Is that who you're talking about?
Yep.
Does that graphics? We have a rack card with our old QR code, but I want to put the one with the hound health assessment in it.
Remember the RAC cards, you don't want the full health assessment on. The RAC card, you just want them to hover over it and give you your phone number and your email. It's not a real JotForm.
I think mine is. I'll have to look. I don't have it right here. Okay. So it's just information. Okay.
Yeah, this one should take you to, what am I doing? Okay, quit. This one should take you to.
Mine goes to my whole health assessment.
I thought mine did too. I'll have to look.
Okay, if she does it, it's not supposed to, because these are supposed to be for doctor's office, and the only thing that it is supposed to help you do so that it's not HIPAA violation.
He did mine.
And so have you looked at what yours takes you to?
I just did. It takes me right to my whole health assessment.
Oh, guys, I love the fact that mine does not for this, because then it's not, because if you've just met somebody, that's a little bit intrusive to have to fill out all that stuff. Now, if somebody asks you, that's great, but it for me, it feels very intrusive to go that deep that fast. Does that make sense? That's why I really, really love this one.
Send it to you. There you go.
So let's see. So consult with TJ. That's what this one is.
I texted you mine to look at.
Okay, so this is it. Free 30-minute consult. Get all the information you need in a quick, no-pressure 30-minute session. Ask questions, explore your options, and see how TJ can help. No strings attached. Name, last name, email, phone number. By checking this box, I give permission to TJ to contact me regarding my consult. That's it.
No.
Can you screenshot that, or I can screenshot it or send it over in our group text, because I would love to. That information is perfect.
Yeah, that's kind of what. Yeah, this is like. So I'm so glad that you guys caught that. Thank you for asking that.
You can clone that form. That's what I did yesterday with your health assessment. I cloned it through JotForm. You can clone it and then change it to go to that one. But you can create it too.
Copy link. See, and make sure you want to change it so that it does JotForm TJ consult with coach. So here's a copy of the link. Let me go over. So I'll just send this one to you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So do I need to have her redo mine?
I personally would ask her if she would do that, because that's the one she's supposed to do, because realistically, I mean, if you're giving those to doctor's offices, that's what we do for the HIPAA. I mean, we want it to be less, we don't want our regular one there where you go through and do, and I can't believe that she did that. Oh yeah, she's connected your whole job form to it.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Okay, so again, whatever you guys decide, but I love that. I mean, that is not, if you brand new meet somebody, you can even do, oh my God, and this, again, I love to, Jen Brown is the perfect person at this. It's like, oh my gosh, I just really have enjoyed being with you. I'm a health and lifestyle coach, so I have this forum for people who want to get healthy, but I'd love to just get your phone number and email contact information so I can get a hold of you. Would you mind just hover over my QR code, and then I'll be able to put your information into my phone so I can get a hold of you, and maybe we can go to coffee sometime. So you're living out loud telling them, hey, I'm a health and lifestyle coach, but this is just going to make it super simple so that I can keep your contact information. So they heard that and they're like, wait a minute, you're a health and lifestyle coach? Well, tell me a little bit more. Okay, well, go ahead and hover over this while I've got it open. And all you do is put your name, your phone number, and your email in there. It'll send me a thing and I'll be able to save your contact information. Okay, great. Yeah, so are you looking for something in your health? Yeah, I need to lose 50 pounds. Oh my goodness. Well, that's something I might be able to help you with. Tell me a little bit more about that. How long have you been packing that weight around? It's been for 13 years, ever since I had my last child. This is all my baby weight 13 years later. Those things that you hear all the time. And then it's like, oh my gosh, that sounds like it's really bothered you. Tell me a little. Yeah, I should be packing 50 pounds around for my baby weight, whatever it was. Just keep asking questions. You know what? I'd love to connect with you on that too. Right now, let's just have some fun. Let's get connected. Love to connect with you on Facebook too. And I actually do the same exact thing. I have my QR for my Facebook. I just have it in here, and you just go to that gallery and go to Facebook, and I pull up my QR code and say, okay, hover over this one now. Okay, become friends with me. Boom.
How do you get a QR code for Facebook?
Jan taught us that. Oh, look there. You guys are awesome. We have the training. I just didn't know what it was. Okay, so let's go to share screen. Oh, and I love this. Jan taught me this. Okay, so we'll start. I'm going to go to TJ Goad, and this probably needs to be done on your computer. Come on. I am going to go to TJ Goad. Oh, I am. I forgot I had this. I thought I was in Rising Tide. Okay, and I do have this coaching thing for Tuesday night up here. I did change this. I know I sent that to you guys, or I put it in Rising Tide. So that's tomorrow night. And I put both pictures in there, one with the Zoom links, if anybody asks, and one if not. So then recognize when you are on your website, this up here, that's your link. That's your, if somebody wants to be your friend, that's what you can send them. Or there's another way down here too. I can't remember. Is it that one? I don't know, on the phone. Anyways, that's your URL for your page. That's your page. That's all there is to it. And then you go over to Bitly. And what Bitly is Bitly is some of those great big old long URLs. This can shorten them up. So Jan got me in here, or you can make a QR code right here. You can sign up for free. I'm going to go ahead and log in. And I always just continue. Well, I guess I have a password in here. So I log in, and that's just bitly.com. Little extra security. Let me see what's going on over here. I have no idea what this is. I'm not seeing, is there a button behind there?
No, it's saying you have to check your email for a link to update.
No. Read it, TJ. There we go. Okay,
Not what you
Bitly.
wanted to do, but that's what it's saying.
This was like you, if you've done so, submit a ticket. If you have another. This is,
Signed in from a new device and we're concerned about it. Is this is you may safely disregard this email. There you go.
let me in.
I don't know how to get out of it.
Did it give me a? You've noticed a Bitly account was signed in from a new device browser. We're connected. That's where we're getting this email, a notification. It's in from a new device. Do you recognize? Yes, I do. If this wasn't you. And please enter, okay. Really? I have never. Okay, well, anyways. Let's ignore
You should
that.
Go back,
What's
go
that?
back into it again. Just go back into Bitly again and see if that goes away, maybe. Are we missing something? So,
You gotta be kidding me. Okay, so let's go to Bitly and not log in because you can just do that. And we want to make a QR code, so you have to switch it over here. Okay, and then you put in the website, get your QR code. Seriously. I've got all this crazy stuff going on.
that's your pressure. It's not strong enough.
What the heck? This really is easier than it looks. So, who cares? See, it's not perfect. So, so here's my new one. See, and we were doing this when we were doing the onboarding. There's TJ's Coach Explorer, Untitled, I don't know whose that is, Loving Health Facebook. So there's my Facebook that I did it last time. Here's my lifestyle coaching one. So this is my job form. This is again my Loving Health. And see, and I put these little names at the bottom of them. And when I sent them to myself, the little name at the bottom stays so that I know I have all of these little QR codes all together. And I'm thinking, Paula, that you and Mike have these from when we did the thing, but I'm thinking you made your own.
We did one QR code, yeah, for our rack cards. So I do
No.
have an account with Bitly, so I'll go in. TJ, I'm sorry, I have to duck out early. I have an appointment.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
ladies, good seeing you, but I'll watch the replay and finish
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. So, yeah, Christy, you have a thing for your full job form.
Yeah.
I don't have one for your Facebook, but yeah. So there's my Coach Explorer one, and I have these all in and just a gallery. In part of my gallery, I have its own album, so they're all together, so they're easy to get to. I don't have to be scrolling back for 3 years to when I made these or whenever it was. November of 23, 2 years ago.
So I should have one for my Facebook too.
Well, if you want to connect easily with people, you just say, are you on Facebook? And they'll say, yes, we should connect on Facebook. It's like, you know what? For my work, I'm a health and lifestyle coach. I actually have a QR code that you can scan for us for you to get to my Facebook page. Would you like to scan that? I'll say, hey, how cool is that? So lifestyle coaching, what is that? It's like, again, I have this and it's not about that, but I'm saying, hey, I have this because this is part of what I do as a health and lifestyle coach. I connect with people. Let's connect there. So that's one more way of you saying what you are without coming at them about it.
I know I have another one, but I don't know what it's attached to. I'll have to find it today.
So yeah, and you can make a bit.ly or a QR code of, like I said, I have my Coach Explore one. So if I have somebody say, I want to look into Coaching Explore, it's like, hey, fill this out, let's visit. I've got one for my Facebook, and I put a little thing on the bottom of it so I know which is which, because otherwise you don't know which is which.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. So, and that's at bit.ly.com. But any of your web pages you can turn into a QR code, or you can turn into a shorter at bit.ly.com.
Okay.
Any other questions or thoughts?
Not at the moment.
Okay, guys, we'll keep up the good work. And Amy, I'll be talking to you later. And Christy, I will be talking to you later.
Okay. 10 o'clock, right?
What's that?
I think it's 10 o'clock.
I have no idea. I'm time zone challenged.
Imagine that. We keep switching, so I don't know.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock Pacific.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah. See you guys soon.
Thank you. See you guys.
Bye.
Thank you.